So I'm gonna let you be Vanna and show this off.
I thought that, where is my, hold on. Hello, people. Hold on a second, I lost my,
Oh, that's right, 2-pack quarters, cause it'll just be one cut in half sewn together.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
but you could swap them back and forth.
So we are live on YouTube, it looks like, I think.
Yeah, you can get them.
So that it's not the same on both sides.
It's just I
You have the
can't
opposites. I would do
see.
that. That would look nice.
For some reason I can't see the,
I like this fabric with the kitties.
I like this one.
I'm not able to see
teal.
the questions
Yeah.
like I could last week.
And then this other one with all the
I like
pumpkins.
those pumpkin ones too. I think it goes good with the
Some of these pumpkins have carrots for noses.
Alright,
Yeah.
hey guys, we're
The
going
purple ones
live,
have
by
carrots.
the
Okay.
way.
Okay.
Last week we were talking about smoking and stuff. So,
We were?
yeah,
What were we talking about with smoking?
Gary.
Oh. Oh. Well, he doesn't watch, so I'm safe.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, you know, it would be nice if I could, if I knew what I was doing.
Yeah, why start now?
Oh, there we go. Okay. All right.
So we live?
So we're live, and thanks for joining us. And I'm Sally. This is Barbara, and this is Laura.
And this is
And,
the little bag we're gonna
um,
make today.
So this is based off a single bag that you made out of a fat quarter. So we'll kind of explain that to you as we go. I think we're gonna start off reminding you about, let me switch over to camera 3, so you can talk about the, gift guide bingo real quick.
Okay.
And, so we started our gift guide bingo, so if you live in the areas, come by and pick up a gift guide bingo card. And,
We're currently doing week 1,
right, we are currently on week 1,
which is this block right up here in the corner.
and,
It's got the lovely little gifts in there.
and kind of, you can show them the coupons for, and the first gift guide, which includes, what?
35% off Halloween fabric, well, that's timely.
Right,
One
that's
fill
why.
2D or confetti 50 weight Egyptian cotton thread, 25% off. Large deluxe 2.0 table holiday package from So Steady for $229. And embroidery designs, buy 2, get 1 free.
Alright, good enough. So every Saturday we'll come out with a new gift guide, and you can pick the gift guide up anytime after that. And each gift guide will have different coupons on it. And if you pick up all 9 gift guides, then you'll be able to turn your gift guide bingo card in for the grand prize drawing, which is at this moment going to be a $200 gift card.
That's nice.
So, that's that. And, I just wanted to remind you about it because that started on Monday, so there's still plenty of time to get in on the fun and pick up your bingo card and, join us.
Yeah.
Now, we also would like to remind you that well, I hope we have sound. We don't have, yeah, we should have sound, okay. So if you have ideas for things you would like us to talk about, please chat it in, and even if you're watching later after we're not live, please do that, and
Yes, we
then
have some.
we'll be glad to let you
Yeah, we're always looking for content.
yeah, because I'm sure you get tired of my ideas.
Well, today's idea is a fun one.
Well, I thought it was fun. So this
Okay,
is
let Barbara show off the little bag.
yeah. Let's see the bag.
Change to that camera. Oh, maybe over here. You can stand up over here.
And just kind of put it over. Yeah,
There we go.
kind of looks like a T-shirt.
It does look like. Well, remember
It
what
If
does.
you were
saying?
skinnier enough, you could make it as a shirt.
Yeah,
really.
just don't sew the bottom closed.
Right.
And then you have
And then you have.
a nice little shirt. Here, hold up that side. I'll hold up this side. So it's a nice little bag. You can put your Halloween candy in the inside, and it's really kind of cute. So-
Easy for a beginning sewer to make.
Oh, super easy.
Super easy, super easy.
Now we do recommend finishing the raw edges.
So you're gonna tell them that as you go through.
Yeah. Okay.
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 We don't like to do things in order. We're very we. Oh my
We
God.
ramble.
That's
why
that's
it's
what we call this
Ramblin'
Ramblin' Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, so the original bag, you take a fat quarter, you cut it in half, you sew it together, which turns it into a quarter yard of fabric.
Right. So this would be the size. Pretend this is one piece of fabric. This is the
No.
size of a fat quarter. Yes, it is.
That's not the size.
Yes,
Big
it
up,
is.
18
It's
Okay, that's the
18
size of
inches
a fat
by
quarter.
22.
Okay, correct.
So that's the size of a fat quarter. You cut it in half this way, and then you would sew it together
That
end to
way.
end
Correct.
and have one long
Long
piece.
piece.
Well, what we did was we just took a quarter yard by width of fabric, and we did that twice.
And how big is a quarter yard? That is 9 inches.
9 inches.
Unless you have the
Well, it's still
yardstick
gonna be
that
a-
we had, and the yardstick that we had was manufactured and a quarter yard was marked at 10 inches or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah, they.
Really?
It was
It's
mismarked.
new math.
in 1950 or 1960 or some such thing.
Huh.
So anyway,
Okay.
so make sure that you double check that the math is correct.
Yeah.
But 9 inches is a quarter yard, because 9 plus 9
times
is
4.
8. 9 times 4 is 36, and a yard is 36 inches.
Right.
Anyway,
Right.
so go
Okay.
ahead and teach them
And
how to do
so
it.
this bag.
I'll shut up.
Now you
Yeah,
could
good luck with
you
that.
could do
Oh,
this
I bet you
with.
they did it in meter. Cause a meter is 39 and something.
And they just did a quarter of a meter?
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe.
maybe. Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay. Now this bag we use 2 quarter yard cuts. You could do the same thing with 2 fat quarters, cutting them in half as I described and sewing them together. Because we used single quarter yard cuts, our sides are the same, front and back. If you wanted to alternate them, you could cut it in half and swap
Yeah.
one so that you had every other one. I think that would be fun.
Right. Or you could use you could buy fat quarters, like what you said,
Yeah,
cut them in half.
and then just swap them.
Or the other idea you had was
Oh,
make
by
it
4
four
fat quarters.
by 4 fat quarters
And
and make it with 4 colors.
4 different pieces,
Yeah.
right. That would be fun. And if you've got 4 kids, that would definitely be a good way to go. Okay, so here we have our long strip of fabric, whether you've sewn 2 pieces together or not, or just one piece. We're going to find the center, the rough center. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm just going to kind of
I'm
gather.
going to interrupt.
Yes.
So if you are watching this Ramblin' Thursday, now or later, and you come in and you tell whoever's working that you saw this Ramblin' Thursday, even if you don't want to play gift guide bingo, so you don't get 35% off on Halloween fabric. Tell them you saw it on Ramblin' Thursday and you get 30% off on Halloween fabric.
Nice.
Okay,
Oh.
there we go. I'm
That's
gonna
perfect.
shut up again.
Okay, so
Temporary.
here's the rough center of my fabric. I've kind of scrunched it together, and I'm just gonna tie a knot. Now, as I tie the knot, I wanna kind of make sure that my ends are roughly in the same spot as I bring the knot closer together. And what I found is if I keep my thumb in the knot, I can't get it really super too tight. So that's a good size knot to just leave it like that. And then my ends are relatively the same length.
Cause you want the two sides to be the same.
Right. And so I'm gonna do the same thing with my other fabric.
It reminds me of Peter Pumpkin
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Peter Pumpkin.
with his thumb in the pie.
Oh, yeah, okay. So
Sorry.
there we go, two pieces that are roughly the same. I'm gonna tie my knot. I'm just pulling it, making sure the bottoms are the same, and if it's not, I just put it on one or the other. Okay, we're good. Take my thumb out. That's my two sides. Now, I'm gonna take these. Oh, I forgot to talk about the edges.
Oh, yeah, after I
Alright.
interrupted you.
That's right. So on this one, we just did a rolled hem.
You wanna go to the other, I could go to the
Sure.
camera one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
better.
That's
Okay.
better.
So on this one, I just did a rolled hem, 3.5 millimeters wide, making sure that the right hand, it's a satin stitch, 3.5 millimeters wide. The right hand needle penetration comes off the edge of the fabric, so it actually ends up rolling the fabric forward, and you get a nice rolled hem. Or you can go to the serger and just put a serged edge down the end. I think both are beautiful. The serger's probably
Faster.
faster and lies a little bit flatter. But
And
both are
you
nice.
could do a serger rolled hem also. The only reason there's not a serger rolled hem on there is
We were
I
lazy.
didn't wanna rethread the serger for a rolled hem.
Okay, alright, so back to the other camera.
Okay.
Alright, so now I have my two pieces. Alright, my knot's in the middle. I'm going to put them right sides together. Now, I'm a pinner. And I just kind of.
How big did you make the
10
sides?
inches.
Let's make it go up 11 and see what that looks like.
Okay, so I'm just using the edge of this mat, and I'm gonna go up 11 inches up here.
And you can make it however, this isn't very scientific, so we're kind of,
Yeah, we did it with 8, and we thought that was too small, so then we did it with 10, and now we're trying 11. And what we're talking about is how far are we sewing from the base of the bag to this opening? So how much of an opening are we leaving in the top?
because you kind of want
And
things
how
to stay in the
tall
bag.
Are the sides?
Well, you
it's
might
just
not
for-
want things to stay in the bag. And you also could use this for putting candy in and taking it to your front door
Yeah.
Oh,
to
yeah,
give out.
that's true. That's true. Okay, so I've got my two pieces in here,
Here we go.
and I'm just gonna use the edge of my foot as my guide.
Oh, you could actually use the edge of that serged edge as your guide too.
Oh, that's true.
That Jimmy so nicely sewed in for us.
Yes, he did a good
He was
job.
very kind to do that for us.
Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, when you're doing this rolled edge on the side, you wanna keep back pressure on the fabric behind the foot to ensure proper feeding through the machine, because you won't be covering both sets of feed dogs. You're only gonna be covering one, and so the tendency is for either it to sew off the edge or it bunches up. But if you just place your thumb on the fabric behind the foot, you don't have to pull it. Just place it there so that it's taut. It'll feed through nicely. that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes, because you're not pulling it.
No, I'm not pulling it, I'm just making sure it's taut. I schooling it. Alright, when I come up to this part, it doesn't have to be exact. So I just do a little back stitch. That's it. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on the
Okay, right.
opposite side. You wanna pay attention to which way the fabric needs to
Yeah, you
go
don't
so
wanna
that your
twist it.
knots are right sides together. I'm gonna do the same thing, I'm gonna pin my corner and mark 11 inches up, because we decided to do 11 inches on this one. So, pardon me while I go off screen for just a second. 10, 9, 10, 11, okay. Okay. So here's my pin at 11 inches. Oops. I can't pin with my left hand. Alright. Now I'm gonna make sure the edges are nicely aligned. Alright, I'm okay with that. If it's not perfect, as I said, it's just a little trick or treat bag. Doesn't have to be super perfect. Alright.
Ooh, why am I out of focus? Wait a minute. Wait one cotton pick a minute.
I didn't even-
There we go.
Okay.
Guess I had a little bit too much to drink.
Alright. So now I have this end.
We probably should go back to 3 because it's gonna be harder
Okay.
to see.
Okay. So I have this end that I just sewed, and I have this end that I just
So
sewed.
you can see how it kind of looks like a shirt.
It does. In
It
fact,
kind of looks like a cute shirt too, by the way.
super cute shirt. Super easy summer shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, you just adjust the width, so maybe you're not a 9-inch width, maybe you're a 12-inch width or a 18-inch width.
I'd be
or-
like
More
36,
like 24-inch
yeah.
width.
So just measure across your front, you know. Okay, so I'm pinning these together. I am nesting the center seams.
No smart comments from Barbara's sisters.
Could you use the whole
Oh, she's in
width
Vegas, I
fabric?
don't think
Okay,
she's
she's not
watching it.
All right.
Alright,
Yeah, but she might be watching it next week or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
okay, so I'm going to measure up 11 inches on this side.
And it could be possible that it might make sense to make it longer on the outside edges
Then in the middle,
than in the middle. We
Yeah.
had discussed that earlier too,
right?
and I'm not sure what the answer to that is.
I think it's personal preference.
I did, though that's
be
probably
honest.
true too.
It depends on how big the person is.
How much candy they really wanna hold.
Well, that's true.
Well, I want
Okay,
to
But
just
I don't
eat
wanna
the
hold a lot of
candy.
candy, it's too much weight.
Okay, so here I have my bag. You can see that I have pinned my 11-inch mark. I didn't pin that corner, but I'm going to,
Okay.
just to hold it nicely. Okay, pin my corners, matched my seams, I nested those, the corners, and then the other 11-inch mark there. I'm just gonna sew all the way around. And you'll notice I am back stitching at the beginning and the end.
Well, because it gets my, I mean, if
It's
you're,
gonna get a lot of wear.
if it's a kid or not a kid.
Yeah, they're gonna be pulling, open it.
Well, you
close
could
it.
make these for, you could use these for grocery bags too, so
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
you could.
why not?
use them for whatever kind of
Super
bag you want.
easy. Put my needle down. Can't see which button that is. There we go. I have to put my glasses on. There we are. I'm not real concerned that it's perfect, you know, as far as, you know, everything lining up, just so you can fuss with it as much or as little as you like. There we go. We even left the selvage edges on our fabric, and you trim those off. So, again, not too bothered. Maybe another stitch. Close enough. And you can reinforce those corners if you want. It's really necessary. I really like working with the serged edge because it's nice and flat. What I found with the rolled edge is it wanted to scoot out from under the foot.
Yeah,
You could use the rolled edge. I was using the rolled edge right here in
But
the
you
middle.
couldn't put the
of the
rolled edge
toe.
right on the outside edge of the foot.
Right.
Yeah.
And
And
use
right on
it,
the outside, that would be
Yeah.
perfect. Come in here and flip your threads. That's it. I mean, how quick is that? Turn it right side out. Give it a good shake.
too bad we don't have anything to put in it.
Ta-da!
Well, I like that fabric too.
You have a cute little bag.
Yeah, I think that's a good height too.
I think so. Now this, you could really hold a lot, and there's plenty of room for somebody's little arm to go in there. If you're making this as a blouse, you might want to give yourself a little more arm room.
Unless you got skinny arms, which I don't have.
Yeah, let's see. I can make it an elbow blouse. But you know, that would be a cute summer blouse for a kid if you had to whip something up real quick. Oh, we have a birthday party in a park or something.
Yeah.
Imagine a little soccer team. You feel a little girl soccer team or baseball team
Or
or
a
something.
little bathing suit cover up.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's a good idea.
Make it longer.
Yeah, cute little dress cover
Yeah,
up.
you just add more fabric to the bottom pieces.
Make a couple for yourself to go to Hawaii whenever you get to do that.
Yeah,
If
May,
ever that
maybe
happens.
in May.
Maybe in May. Oh, that's why it's in May, because maybe it'll be in May.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it'll be
Who
in May.
knows? It was supposed to be today. I was supposed to be sipping Mai Tais at the Barefoot Bar today.
Well, you can make mine ties at home.
Yeah, I know. I'd rather just make R&Rs.
What's an R&R?
Thank you for asking. It's a rum and root beer.
Oh, and root beer. That sounds interesting.
Oh, they're both vanilla-y. It's
Oh.
delicious.
Hmm.
Because I can't have Coke. I can't have
Oh,
rum and
because you
Coke.
can't have the
I can't have the caffeine.
And root beer doesn't have caffeine in it?
No.
The only root beer that I found that has caffeine is IBC root beer.
Oh, okay.
Everything else is not
Not root
caffeine.
beer.
And so rum and
Actually,
root
the
beer
stuff
is
I
actually a
made,
good
I've
drink.
made root beer
So I call
before.
it an R&R.
R&R.
Yeah, because it's just water and root beer.
Well, what do you guys
flavor.
think about the bags? I think they're kind of cute.
I think it's really
they're
cute. I
great.
really
It's a
like
nice,
this one.
easy,
And we
yeah.
have a nice selection of Halloween
We
fabrics.
do have a nice
Yes.
selection
We
of
have
Halloween.
all of these fabrics plus more.
Plus
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. Yeah, we do not have a shortage of Halloween fabrics.
Yeah. Now this one just looks smaller because the edges are tucked in. I didn't poke out my corners, but if I had taken the time to poke out my corners, you would see that it's about the same. I have
Yeah.
smaller seams on the purple bag than I do on.
Well, you can make these bags too for presents and give them to
Yeah.
people
Oh,
at
yeah.
at
Yeah.
Christmas.
They make great Christmas present bags.
And Halloween fabric?
No,
No,
well,
Christmas
Christmas
fabric.
fabric.
Yeah.
But you know what? Birthday bags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of gift bag.
it's a
Your
nice-
idea of using them as grocery bags is a good
It's a
one.
nice, easy bag.
Very easy. I mean, it took me, 5 minutes to sew
I
it
mean,
up?
it's a little revisited, but, you know.
That's
it's-
okay, I don't remember it.
All right, yeah, Nancy didn't either,
Yeah.
but I don't know how long ago it
So
was.
cute.
I
It's
felt
been
like
a
it was
while.
recently, but it could be a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Because Michael was the one that. you know,
Michael first showed us
Yeah,
the thing with back quarter.
right.
It was kind of a purloined idea, but I just,
Purloined, she's using
Purloined it.
dictionary words now.
oh, and, you know, last week we were, showing you we showed you the circle. Showing the circles, sewing the circles together.
Mm-hmm.
And-
Look how nice and flat that lays. This one's been pressed, right?
No, nothing's
Oh, this
pressed.
one's,
That
oh, this
one's
one's not
not- that's
sewn.
not And I think we had shown you, when we first started back at Ramblin' Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, we showed you how to sew the cylinder onto a
No, it wasn't on a Rambling Thursday. It was on your FOF Club.
no, but I thought I showed it on a Rambling Thursday too, but maybe not.
I don't think so.
Well, I have a YouTube video on it.
Okay.
Anyway, so you can sew a circle to a you can sew a circle I'll go to camera one.
Yeah.
So you can sew a circle, or show one of the ones that's sewed on too.
Okay.
So you
this
can
one is sewed on.
sew a circle on. So see how it's sewed on? I didn't cut it.
Yeah, so here's the back fabric, and here's the fabric she started
So I
with. She
found
drew
that
the
it-
circle on
If I
here.
found that it's easier to draw the circle on
Yeah.
and then sew the circle to the fabric
And it comes out really
because
nice.
it gives me something to hold on to.
Yeah,
And I'm planning on doing a little YouTube. I'll probably do a YouTube video on how that's done. There is a YouTube video on the
So you would start,
you match up.
you match the edge of your circle with the edge that you've drawn.
You match everything all up. You just do it exactly like you would if you had.
it's just so
The-
you're not
it's
dealing
just
with
that
the
you're
little
not-
pieces at
And
the
then you're
end.
not having to worry about this stretching out of shape.
Right. You
Yeah.
don't have to deal with that short piece that short edge pulling it
'Cause
out.
it was less than an inch.
Yeah. And what, you used a 3/8 inch seam allowance instead of
Well, yeah,
a
that's
1/4
because
inch?
this is designed for a 3/8
Oh,
inch
okay.
seam allowance. But you would just use whatever seam
It-
allowance.
It lays nice and flat, and I don't even think you
And
need to trim away.
I mean, I still would, I think, because it's designed to trim away. But really, you can see how flat it.
Yeah, it's really nice and
I-
flat.
I didn't press that at all. It just lays nice and flat. So
Yeah, I don't think I would trim away this excess. I think I would just leave it in there. Ooh, you know what you could do? Okay, random thought. Put a little triangle of batting or something in here, stuff it a
and
little
poof
bit.
them.
And poof them.
Yeah, that could be kind of neat.
Yeah.
I'd do
Just
a
a little
quar-
bit.
quarter, I would do about this much, come down from here and do,
Well, like
Like that
after
shape.
after it's sewn, you just put in, a little bit of batting
Yeah.
in here, poof it up a little bit. You could tack it down because you still have the backing fabric.
yeah,
in
but I
there.
do it the same shape as this, not just a triangle.
Well, yeah, I might,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so I
take
will
the punt
do,
out.
Yeah.
a video for you on, I'll do like a little demonstration of how it works. You can figure it out from the video on how to do the cylinder to
right.
the bottom of a cylinder. It's kind of basically the same thing, but it's not as flat because it wants to curl up, so it's a little bit of a different, feel, and I think probably using a glue stick to glue it together. On the cylinder, I did not pin it, I just sewed it together. It was super easy doing it that way. This, I do believe it needs pinning.
Okay.
You have to do right sides together, Barbara.
I
And that
know.
would be on these lines, you would pin
You
them.
match the lines,
Okay.
so, cause
Now,
you
how
gotta,
did you determine where to draw your lines?
that's part of the pattern.
Oh.
The
Very
pattern
nice.
from Sarah Diddy.
Okay.
Okay, now you can show them, this is what they would have to work with if they didn't do it with the whole piece behind there. That little piece, and it always gets caught
Oh,
up in
yeah.
your machine.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
anything, because you don't, it's hard to,
Yeah,
it's just hard, when you got that curve, you got a curve and you got a straight piece and you're trying to get it to match together. It's just a lot of work. It just doesn't wanna, it's
Doesn't wanna
not
play well.
cooperative.
Doesn't wanna play nice.
no, it doesn't wanna play nice.
No. And I thought,
Okay, let's go back.
I thought when I was doing the cylinder that it probably would work well to do that with the half circles or, circles into
Yeah.
squares, and it in fact does work. So I will do a
I
video on
like
that.
that method very much.
All right, well, we hope to see you soon. We'll see you next week.
Don't forget about your
Don't forget
bingo
bingo.
card.
And
You still have a few fat quarters for the first 10 people that come in and pick up their
Oh,
bingo
yeah.
gift card.
yeah, if you
Gift guide.
if you please mention that you saw it, about the gift guide bingo on Ramblin' Thursday, and you get 2 free fat quarters, courtesy of Studio E Fabrics. Okie dokie. All right. Well, thank you for watching, and have a lovely week, and we'll see you next Thursday. Take care. Bye bye.
Is next Thursday Halloween?
Oh,
No, close to it, though.
please. No.
I think